So I frequently get asked, what should I write about if I'm going to be journaling? And there's lots of Pinterest pages that you can go and look at that have journaling prompts. But I wanted to share some of the things that I use when I am looking to start journaling. And, I have a few things that I use. So the first one that I usually, my go-to, if I can't think of anything, is gratitude, practicing gratitude. And I'll just write what is meaningful for me or that I'm thankful for in that moment. And that could be the sun shining in the window, or the cat that is purring on my lap, or the birds chirping, or the crepe myrtles in my yard blooming. It doesn't matter. It gets me started to write, and anything that I need to get me started on writing. And sometimes just that act of writing is enough to get the juices flowing to where I might get more meaningful journaling to come out later. And then I may not. It doesn't matter. Just the act of practicing gratitude is super powerful. And we know that, we've all heard it. Therapists and counselors will recommend it. And there's been research study after research study that talks about how gratitude is so beneficial. So another thing that I will do is I will ask myself a question. And I typically do this when I'm struggling with something, some kind of issue or something I feel a little stuck on. Like, I'm not 100% sure how to deal with this, or this situation doesn't feel right, but I don't know what I should do about it. So what do I need to know about that situation? And just let it rip. Just let it flow. Frequently, I will use an oracle card. And for those of you that join me on my Monday morning Insight Timer live sessions know that that is totally the case. And I like pulling the oracle cards. And if you're not familiar with oracle cards, they're not tarot cards, although there's nothing wrong with those. Oracle cards are more designed to provide loving guidance, or maybe inspire you to consider or reconsider something in a different way. And I like the oracle cards because it doesn't seem to matter how many times I may pull the same one, something different comes up for me each time, which is really interesting. So I can recommend, and I have probably 5 or 6 different sets of oracle cards. In fact, I got a Christmas present of some oracle cards this year because a friend of mine knows that I use them. Another thing that I will do is write a letter. Sometimes I will write a letter to myself, like, "Dear Catherine, this is what's going on for me right now," or "I'm struggling with this right now." Or perhaps I will write that to a higher power. I know that when I was particularly going through some very challenging situations in my life, and I was recovering from narcissistic abuse 4 years ago, I was writing letters to the universe and expressing my frustration and anger about how I landed in that situation. And it was okay because part of that was the process of me coming to forgive myself and forgive the universe for everything that had happened. And I needed to go through that. Sometimes I write a letter to my daughter or a family member that has passed away. Just writing a letter. And you can just start by saying hello. Another thing that I will do to get my journaling started is to look at a daily affirmation, or perhaps there is a site that I like to go to and pull a short reading, and I will contemplate that and I will write on that. I also have my own Inner Affirmations on my website, and there's a different one there every day, and they're the ones that I have collected over the years, and you can use those to prompt your own journaling. Sometimes another thing that I will do is just choose a topic. And when I say choose a topic, I am looking at the four main buckets that I put all the affirmations that I have written for myself over the years into. And those all fall into either listen to your inner wisdom or messages from the universe, nurture yourself as you are healing and growing, take action on your messages and what you've learned, and love yourself, love the universe and everything in it, unconditionally and without judgment. So I hope these ideas for journaling bring some inspiration and prompt to your writing. It's important to remember, it doesn't really matter how you begin. Just start putting the words down. Don't think about the first question or statement or edit yourself as you go. Just write and let the magic begin.